Hello and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077 Part 4. If you missed the first 3 parts, I will link them above in the top right corner, if I remember. In the last episode, we rescued Evelyn Parker from being kidnapped and recovered some of Delamain's cars which had developed a virus. Well, I thought all was good and well with Delamain, but apparently his virus was more uncontrollable than I thought because all of his machines are under siege from the self-actualized Clanker virus. Now, I'm always down for a chance to put an end to some oil guzzlers, so I capitalize on the opportunity to help Delamain out. The AI are attempting to destroy Delamain's core before V can get there to hard reset it. Fortunately, after hitting some parkour jumps and cleaning up some wire backs, V is faced with a choice to either reset Delamain and kill his alter egos, or let the alter egos continue living an individualized life. Unfortunately though, V doesn't have the tech skills to merge the personalities.
Then don't hit that fucking button.
So we have to reset Delamain's core and preserve its integrity. Unfortunately, doing so resets all of Delamain's memories of V's relationship with him, but V gets money and a free Delamain car for her to keep. Next, V goes to meet up with Misty, the late Jackie's girlfriend, about a freaky painting she saw on the street. Misty blabbers on about some astrology, star sign, tarot card bullshit and tells us to go find more, saying that they convey a message. So V goes all across the city trying to look for more of these tarot paintings. Here are a few of them in full screen, and here are all of the rest of them. This edit took me easily like 30 minutes, so please drop a like. Misty says we're missing 2 cards, Judgment and the Devil, and that we would understand when the time comes to choose between 4 paths. Then she gives us a dream catcher to help. Like, alright bro, I'll leave you and your boba tea alone, you can miss with all that mumbo jumbo. Next we go to Rogue and give her money as she promised she'd give us intel on this dude named Anders Hellman, who created the biochip that Johnny Silverhand is stored on. There's a lot of business lingo that I'm quite honestly not smart enough for, but essentially, Hellman is moving on a transportation unit which is highly monitored by Kang Tao, this company that Hellman works for, I think. But essentially there's one spot in the middle of the desert which is a dead zone. If the transport unit gets hit, they won't see it coming. If V wanted to get to Hellman, that's how she does it. Rogue tells us that we'll need a native to the area, someone who knows the Night City boonies, and points us towards a woman named Panam Palmer. We thank her for all the information and call Panam outside the afterlife. Panam has some beef with Rogue, but agrees to meet up with V. This one's for you, Ayden. Is that good enough for you, Ayden?
Hey.
We explain the mission to Panam and we agree to a quid pro quo, wherein V helps Panam get her armored car back that was stolen from her, and she will help V track down Hellman. Intermission. Here's my cat. Ah! Well, my girlfriend's cat. I don't think you like that very much. Alright, back to it. Remember how I said we'd need Panam because she knows the boonies? Well, that's because she's part of a gang called the Aldecaldos, who live in the desert. So, we go meet her best friends Mitch and Scorpion, who apparently haven't seen her in a while. She asks her friends for help, but they were told not to leave camp by the leader of the Aldecaldos, Saul Goodman. That being said, Saul never said anything about using their weapons, so V and Panam go borrow some high-tech weapons and go on their way. They swiftly arrive at a place called Ghost Town? I don't know. The town has no power, so we jump some generators with a car to get the juices flowing. The clan who stole Panam's armored car, Raffin Shiv, pulls into the ghost town, and V flicks the lights on to throw them off. V starts silently picking off members of the gang until she gets seen and has no choice but to gun down the rest of them. Panam marvels at getting her old car back, but she still wants revenge for the Raffin who stole her car in the first place. V argues but finally agrees to help Panam take down the rival gang. Panam meets up with a dude named Boz to deliver a package that the Raffins were supposed to deliver, but seeing as we just killed all the Raffins, she takes credit for the package. Next, V walks upstairs to have a drink with Panam, but she got bumped into by this random asshole.
You still have a chance to piss me off.
Warranted. V asks Panam what was in the package. She explains that it was some sort of cyber drug that they sell to ripperdocs on the black market. V tries to rizz up Panam, suggesting saving money by getting a double bed, but in reality she just wanted to see them double heads. Unfortunately though, Panam is straight. Wasted opportunity. I guess I'll have to let R/Rule34 fulfill that fantasy. Anyway, V falls asleep and meets Panam the next morning to discuss plans. Panam claims that we can break into a power station and plant a bomb, which will detonate to create an EMP, which will knock Anders Hellman right out of the sky. Next, we try to calibrate V's cybernetics into Panam's car turret, but Panam hesitated when she noticed a virus in V's system, which of course V knows is Johnny Silverhand. V makes up an excuse about having some independent bioprocessor, and that Panam's reading is completely normal. V tries out the guns and everything works well. This is something that pisses me off a little bit about the game.
Calibration's fine, but your soft could really use an update.
I know the developers are trying to do good immersive world building, but I hate it when they shorten words that absolutely did not need shortening. Like hearing them say the shortened words out loud makes me genuinely cringe. Software does not need to be shortened to soft. And this is not the first time I've noticed this. Shortening details to deets, business to biz, premium to preem, exactly to zactly. I don't know why, but every time I hear it, it takes me out of the story. It feels so forced, but maybe that's just my taste. Anyways, back to the plan to EMP this flying car out of the air. Panam charged her whip through the door of the power plant, and V got out to plant the bombs in the interfaces, but with every bomb she placed, it hurt her. Fortunately though, they got out of there before anything worse happened. V is able to blow up the power plant, but the flying car still prevails.
Panam, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away. They're going nowhere.
But that didn't matter because Panam pulled out the stick and stood on fucking business.
That's how you do it.
The flying car goes down, but Panam's friends Mitch and Scorpion are unaware that this was her doing and go to help out the survivors. V and Panam get shot at by the electrical plant security robots, and in the middle of the fight, the armored turret stops working. V takes over driving while Panam goes to fix it, but Panam gets shot at by one of the turrets. She turns out to be okay, so we scout out the area where the flying car fell. There appear to be no signs of Mitch or Scorpion, and there are drones guarding Anders Hellman. V volunteers to go eradicate the clankers and gives Panam an opportunity to collect herself in the car. Once the coast is clear, they break into the sky taxi to find a guard holding Mitch hostage. V lets her twin barrels free into the guard's face and frees Mitch from the headlock. As it turns out, Scorpion died along with many other Aldecaldos trying to recover the lives lost in the crash. Unfortunately, Anders Hellman got away, but we can track their convoy and find out where they went. Hello, Doofus. Hello, Doofus. I think I was probably supposed to stop in this little parking lot area and kill people, but I did not bother. So V finds where they're holding Anders Hellman, a gas station defended by dozens of guards. So V robs an innocent man of his armored car and begins to attack the guards. Slowly but surely, Panam and V whittle down all the guards to find Hellman tied up inside the gas station. V throws him over her shoulder and walks outside to see a massive gang of Aldecaldos. This is where we meet Saul Goodman, the leader of the Aldecaldos, who is questioning Panam's loyalty because she's been distant from the gang for a while. Panam lets V take home Scorpion's bike so we can bring Hellman back to the hotel. Hellman gives us information a lot easier than I thought he would, but after all, the biochip in V's head is his invention, so maybe he's curious about what it's capable of. V allows Hellman to wire into her, freaky, and analyzes the biochip. He tells V and Johnny that they are basically inseparable and V's brain is already incapable of functioning without Johnny, which I thought we already knew from Victor, but I guess we know for sure now. Hellman then tells us that Johnny's influence and decision making will slowly take over V's mind, and it probably has started already. Hellman says that there's no saving her, but the best he can offer is to send her to a Swiss hospital where they can make her life as comfortable as possible until it's over. Finally, Hellman gives V the blueprints to the original biochip, and V leaves him alone with Takamura, who just arrived. We are at achievement number 5 out of 57. Real progress is being made here on the Porky Person channel. V almost falls down the stairs and dies, but takes some Percocet to make the pain finally go away.
That's right. The car is contemplating zip. Why is my car? My car